NBC5 responds now, and pediatric emergency room doctors in Chicago say every single week they are treating patients who have swallowed something they shouldn't have, in particular button batteries.
Now, one well-known battery manufacturer is changing its products to increase the odds of survival for children who swallow a button battery. PJ Randhawa explains how one little girl's story inspired these changes.
A Spitfire from the get-go.
I remember even when I was pregnant with her thinking, this one's going to be a wild one.
Reese's mom says her daughter could light up a room.
I think one of my favorite things to say about her now is even in her death, we see her spirit live on.
At just 16 months old, Reese did something that so many other toddlers do. In that exploratory stage, putting household items in her mouth, including the remote control.
The next day, realized there was a button battery missing in our home.
Reese opened the remote and swallowed its button battery. The battery interacted with her saliva, burning holes through her tissue, leading to intensive internal damage. After 2 grueling months of being hooked up to tubes in a hospital bed, undergoing numerous surgeries, so tiny and vulnerable, Trista Hamsmith lost her 18-month-old girl.
I always said she'd be a world changer. Boy, is she.
Trista carried Reese's spirit with her to pass Reese's Law, federal legislation that bolsters safety requirements for button and coin batteries, including secured battery compartments that require a tool or 2 independent and simultaneous hand movements to open, and packaging that includes a safety warning.
And after passing Reese's Law, all devices now require a different mechanism on there to where had Reese's Law been passed then, she would not have been able to access that battery.
Trista also worked with Energizer to create the company's new safety standards for button batteries, including a non-toxic bitter coating intended to make the child spit out a battery, as well as a color alert that dyes the child's mouth blue and a coating to help prevent severe chemical burns if swallowed. Lurie Children's Hospital emergency room physician Dr. Michelle Macy says she treats kids who swallowed button batteries every week.
If there's ever any concern that your child has ingested a battery or other foreign material, we want families to be getting into an emergency department or other care location where x-rays can be obtained quickly.
According to Dr. Macy, it's crucial to remove the battery within 2 hours of ingestion.
If a battery is stuck in the esophagus, can start to cause burns. And if that burn happens, a burn can cause a hole in the esophagus, and that can lead to serious complications and sometimes fatalities.
She believes the federal changes Trista pushed for will help save lives.
I'm really excited about the changes that Reese's Law is bringing to the industry.
And Trista is continuing to educate through her nonprofit, Reese's Purpose.
Bringing awareness to it is something that's important. It honors her. It allows her legacy to continue.
Now, just to reiterate what Dr. Macy said, if you have any suspicion that your child ingested something that they shouldn't have, like a button battery, go to the ER right away. It's better to be safe than sorry. Now, the signs that your child may have swallowed a button battery could include drooling, trouble swallowing, choking or coughing sounds, chest pain, vomiting, and belly pain. Trista says at first the doctors treating Reese thought she had croup. Now, it wasn't until the next day when the family discovered the battery was missing that they knew what had really happened. PJ Randhawa, NBC5 responds.
Wow. Scary to think about that.
You know what?
Right, and God bless Reese's mom, brave lady, for doing what she's doing, but making important changes.
And don't fool around with those. They're usually the CMOS battery on a motherboard on a computer. You put them in a container, and you can go to a lot of stores, have battery places where you can dump the battery. Don't throw them in the trash. There's a chance that somebody could pick them up.
Well, and kids always find the littlest things.
Absolutely.